Hi guys, so today I am going to be interviewing Alessandra Villegas, so I'm quite excited for that. We've been trying for a while, so let's see how this goes.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh my God, thank you for waiting for me. I'm so
You
embarrassed.
are the hardest woman, I would say. I would say my Venezuelan sister from another mister, you are a hard.
How
I was like,
are you?
wait. I was so concerned because I was like, okay, I know I waited like a month because you went on vacay. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be zen. Then I was like, no, I got the time right. And then I was like, 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna panic or ruin my makeup. But I was like, oh
No, no, no. I am so deeply sorry.
no,
A call went longer than expected, and I couldn't get out of it. But I'm here.
no, no worries. That's the most important part. You're here. We're doing it. I'm super excited, and thank you. But before I jump in, because I have to calm my nerves, because I literally almost had a lightweight heart attack. So, how was your vacation?
Oh, my vacation was great. As you can see, it was. I was telling my boyfriend or my partner. I don't even know how to call him. We're not
I say
married.
committed. See, I say like Marie because it's like common law marriage. It's like you're not going anywhere, so why not?
So I was telling him, I think our vacation was a little bit too long because when we got back recently last night. We just got back, and I was like, what was my schedule like? What's going on in my life? I completely forgot about my life. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I was like completely disconnected. So we
I
had a
think
great time.
I think it's great though because you're always like super busy, and you have your new show on Ola TV, which congratulations for that. And I like love the whole premise, which is just like uplifting people, and it's just like how's that going so far?
Oh, that's been a great adventure. It's the first time I'm actually producing and hosting my own show, so I believe one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had because I get to have a say on what's going to go on air, and that when you're a talent, that's not always the case. You're there and you're paid to say whatever producers produce. So
Yeah.
for me, it's been great. I love inspiring people, especially women, to be their best self. So in Esplendida, that's the name of our show, Splendid. But in Spanish, there's a female connotation for that word, Splendida. When you put an a at the end of the word, just telling your audience if they don't speak Spanish, it's
Right.
like it's like splendid, her, something like that. We try to do exactly that, inspire women from all points of view. We talk about all of the subjects that we women want to talk about: fashion, health, nutrition. We talk about even plastic surgery. We talk about fitness. We talk about I don't even know. We talk about so many stuff. We talk about motherhood, tips
I
for exactly.
where it was like marriage or like almost like a partnership, and I saw it on your feed, and I was like, oh, that's such a smart question. I was like, because my mood fluctuates with that. Some days I'm just like, you know what, no piece of paper necessary, and then other days I'm like, no, but the parents
You
are,
never know.
yeah, like it goes with the mood. Depends on the day. Someone would ask me, I'd be like half
Yes.
like yes, another time like I'm like, no, there's a way out.
Well, it's complicated, right? I
Yeah.
love it that Facebook gave you that option, right? When you it's like status, it's complicated. I'm like, yes, isn't it always? Even if you're married, if you're separated, if you're
Oh my,
it's always a
it's
complication when relationships.
never easy, that's for sure. But I think that's when you know that you love someone because regardless, you're just like, you know what? No, there is some good that I still see. I can't see it right now, but tomorrow I'll see it. Tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
that's the magic of YouTube. It allows you to play with so many different subjects and to like step outside the box, especially for people like me are like us, that we work in the industry, that we have so many rules and so many restrictions because of, you know, TV protocols.
Yeah.
YouTube's so much fun because you get to be who you are with. I don't say that I'm not myself on TV, but I get to be. I think we as humans, we get to, you know, like pull out some of our personality depending on where we're at. So in YouTube, you get to see me as if you were my homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Me
just like,
as if you were talking to me here at my sister's house with a glass of wine, speaking my mind without thinking about, you know, so
any,
many restrictions TV can give you, right? So it's super fun, and that was our last video. It was simply that: marriage or living together. What's our option? I'm living together, so I can only speak about living together. I don't know, so I wanted to hear what the audience was saying.
what did you find? Was it pretty even when you did it?
Everybody, everyone wanted us to get married. I think because the audience enjoys so much a party, a virtual party, and I'm like, is it that, or is it that they actually recommend it?
Yeah, exactly. Like for me, I'm like probably the least romantic person in the world. So like whenever, no, seriously, I'm like totally fine. Like my day of marriage is like literally wearing jeans, sneakers, maybe just signing it. I'm like, I probably would have like, I thought I had a panic attack today waiting. I would have a panic attack, sweating, being in a dress, the whole thing. It would stress me out so much.
You're so funny.
No, but I'm serious though. Like I struggle with that daily. But jumping to your feed, I love that you like start your morning rituals, I call them, with your essential oils, and you meditate and you show your fans how you meditate. And so for me, meditating's always been easier than journaling, which is kind of ironic. But how do you just kind of go into your Zen place? Do you journal? Like, kind of, how do you do your whole morning routine?
Well, for me, it's been a while since I've been practicing meditation. I know it's something that for many people is not easy. And I always tell my followers and my friends who ask me exactly what you're asking me, I always say, it's supposed to be easy. Whatever you do to go, it's supposed to feel comfortable. It's supposed to feel easy. What I do every morning, I have like a routine, like you said, so that I don't forget, because I'm always running and so many things on my schedule. So what I do, I always put my alarm clock 15 minutes before the actual time I need to get ready, whatever. And like, I'm almost asleep. I sit up a little bit, and I have my little doTERRA diffuser on my side, like ready. I just press it, and it just starts going, whatever I put in that night. And I take those 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes, to just enjoy that in between where you're almost awake, but you're still kind of asleep. When I feel like
Oh no,
consciously,
wait
I can put
one
my
second.
brain, you know, into like a
You
white. What was it?
sorry, buffered for like 2 seconds. So last thing that I heard was that you kind of go into that meditative state, like you're not fully awake, but you're almost awake.
Exactly. It's like when you're that in between point where you're like almost awake, you're conscious, but you're like still kind of waking up. That moment for me is
Pre-me.
like, yes, that's for me like gold. That's my golden hour. Everybody calls the golden hour, the sun hour, whatever, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I always call it golden hour at that time in the morning. And I get to like literally consciously have 15 minutes of just being there, like no thoughts. And if anything comes into my mind, I just let it slide by. I don't put attention to it, and I just concentrate on my diffuser, on the little noise the diffuser make. It's very subtle. It doesn't even bother you, but that's a way to go back to you, right? So for me,
Yeah.
that's like, I always say this example when I try to explain this. It's like when you vacuum. Imagine you vacuumed your house, right? You vacuum your whole house. You like took all the carpeting off and you vacuumed everything, every single spot. And then you realize when you're done that you never plugged in your vacuum. And it's like, what did I just do? That is the exact same thing that happens, I believe, when we don't start our day inspired, in spirit. I love to say more in spirit than inspired. For me, those two words go hand by hand. I try to connect myself to my spirit before I go about my day.
Brilliant. I love it. And it's so funny because I actually told Diana, and poor Diana, I probably stressed her out today. I told her, because your feed is always so colorful and cheerful, and I was like, I'm going to bring color today because I'm always typically quite drab. So I was so proud of myself. I brought color. So, and that's why I love your feed, because it's super bright. You're always smiling and you just seem so happy. And so how do you, on days that don't go as planned, or maybe how you kind of out to have it, how do you kind of deal with that throughout the day? You've set your tone, as you said, you kind of go into that relaxed state, but life happens. If your day is not what you thought it would be, how do you stay centered and focused?
I think it's practice. It's practice about being conscious all day long. It's like you're exercising your brain all day long. When something doesn't go the way you planned it to be, or you didn't get the job, or that day that you fought with your significant other, or somebody passed away, whatever the situation is, we've all been through something similar, right? I always try to focus on what's going good. Even if it's something as simple as, oh, good, I have germ eliminator, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And my sister just always smiles at me because she calls me Joy. I don't know if you remember that movie Inside Out. There was this little character. It was like a cartoon movie. We were two geeks. We're always spying Disney movies. And there's this Disney movie that we loved. It's called Inside Out. And the main character, she was a feeling. It's a movie about understanding your feelings.
Oh, that's the one with Rihanna?
I don't think so, no. I don't think so, no. But it's super cute. I think everyone should watch that movie because it's how your feelings are, and how to understand your feelings in such a simple way. And there's this feeling that's called joy, and she's like the center of the emotion system, to put it in a way. And she's always like seeing the good thing in everything. And that's how I train my brain to see. And some of my friends, sometimes I get on their nerves because I understand it's not easy. I wasn't always like this. And they say, well, but you're always like avoiding the reality. And like, no, I'm not avoiding reality. I'm just avoiding the bad situations. It's like, well, you have to deal with what's in front of you, and you have to like, and I always say, I don't need to accept anything that's bad. I look where the garden is. I call a friend. I put a happy song on. I eat a piece of chocolate that day. I go and get my favorite ice cream. I turn it around. I find a way to turn it around. And the other thing I love to do is surround yourself with people who uplift you all the time. And that is a great thing to have. A great friend to call, you know? I'm not feeling very good. And then you call this friend that always makes you laugh or whatever, and that just turns around your day. It's your decision. Feeling good is the decision.
Happiness is a choice, 1,000%. I love it. And then, okay, because I'm super stoked because this is actually my second time that I got to interview you, but I can expand on it. Before we talked about your successful handbag line and everything like that. So do you think that, as you had just touched on, you haven't always been kind of like this conscientious person with like your mind and things like that, but do you think when you made that conscious switch, have you seen the growth in your business and even the strength in your relationship improved, would you say?
Are we there? Yes, we're here. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I think that since I took this decision to live in a more conscious life, I've seen everything grow. When you decide to see the brighter things in everything, obviously all that surrounds you, it takes time until you like have enough momentum. I think we're going. Are we good? Yes. Okay. I think it
We're good.
takes. Yeah. Okay. It takes a little time before you get enough momentum, because I think most of us have a lot of momentum, but on the negativity, because for some reason our culture or our human nature, or yeah, we get like distracted, or we unlearn what is simply natural to us. So I think everything has grown. Everything has turned out. I can't see it not being positive. Um, my business is doing better, and when it's not to the maybe to the public eye because something ended, or I see it as a grand finale. I think I see it as this has to close for other things to open, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the best I've ever felt, and the best I've ever been economically with my relationship. We've been together for 10 years, and I think I've been,
Congrats.
yeah, I know it's been a while, but I think it's been our relationship has transitioned with our way of being. I think I've been practicing consciousness since, I don't know, maybe like seriously take 7 years ago, I could say. Yeah, around like 7 years that it's been my modus operandi, like I say.
Okay. Yes, you did.
And
Perfect.
it's been amazing. I mean, everything that comes to me, I always say, you can only hear the music you're tuned to. So if you're tuned to high vibration, if you're tuned to positivity, if you're tuned to I don't know, abundance, that's the music you hear. So it's been great, and I always say, if it's great for me, it could be great for anybody.
Yay, I love it. And then this kind of touches on, I kind of mentioned it earlier with your TV show and the question you had on YouTube, but working with your, I'm just going to call him your husband because that's what I'm just going to call him. That's fine. 10 years. Yeah, that is. How do you, if somebody, like, you guys work together, which is such a rarity that you even still like each other, like, to be in a romantic relationship as well as a professional relationship, that is something that is not very common, but it's so rare when it does work out. So what advice do you have for people if they want to achieve that? Like, what steps did you take?
I would say be brutally honest with each other. Always enjoy. If you're not enjoying it, stop it. And I always say that sense of humor is your best friend when it comes to relationships. We're always laughing. We're not taking us very seriously at all, never. I always go about talking about everything in the right time. That's, I think, one of the most important things. If you're not in love, like in the feeling love, leave it for later. That's always what I say to my husband. We're not ready to talk about this subject because I'm mad about it. So I'm gonna tune to love, and when I'm there, I'll knock your door, and hopefully you're there too. And it works. When you talk from love,
Yeah.
there's nothing that can't go wrong. And working together, I feel like deep admiration for Daniel. Oh my God, he's so talented. I love to see him work. I enjoyed working with him. And just never forget how you felt the first time you saw him. And do that. My mom always told me that. She's like, when things get rough, remember those, I don't know, 3 years that you were so in love with the guy that, like, can't eat, can't sleep, that kind of love that we all felt.
Yeah.
And try to see him as you saw him back then, back in the day, and reconnect to that. Find ways to reconnect to that. And I think that's what we've been doing. We've had our ups and downs, like everyone, but always with this great feeling of love for each other and for wanting to make things work out. I mean, one step at a time, one day at a time.
I love it. And then my last and final question is, what can people expect from your show coming up? Like, what can we look forward to?
Well, I think that one of the funnest, one of the most, different segments from our show. It's this segment called "Que," like I always say in Spanish, like "Que," when something, or when I say something, I mean, good about myself, or when I say something, or when I learn something that amazes me, whatever. I always say like "what," but in Spanish, like "Que."
Yeah.
And I have this section called "Que Tip," and it's a section where I always share tips that I've learned through my career, like real stuff, like not like TV structured stuff. No, you're gonna see me like you see me on social media, like you see me maybe on YouTube. I have a couple of minutes where I can show you, listen, I learned this from this makeup artist the other day, and she didn't say what she really used. She used this, you know what I mean? Like everything that we actually see that they like, that most people don't. I don't know if it's to have the courage or just think that it's not appropriate to say on camera. I'm going to show that's a segment I love. And also be aware, because we're always bringing in people to talk about different subjects, but they're amazing, amazing collaborators that we have on the show. So real, so down to earth, and so willing to share their knowledge to us. So there's a lot in Esplendida for women of all ages. It's like an evergreen show, I call it. It's like, yeah, it's like ageless. It works for everyone. So I'm happy I'm hosting it. I'm happy I'm producing it with Mariela Mastrangelo, my co-producer. She's so talented. We met back in Telemundo back in the day, like 12 years ago. We've been friends ever since. This was one of our dreams. We always wanted to produce a show together, so we're finally here. So you're gonna feel the female vibe. Yeah, empowerment vibe on the show. So look out for that too.
Amazing. And I have one. Okay, I lied. This is the last question. So skincare. I love, you have flawless skin. So what do you use? Well, it looks amazing on Instagram. Let me just say that. I'm like, gosh.
Don't believe everything you see on Instagram. There's a lot of filters.
That's true. But in this instance, I still am going to stick with what I'm saying. How do you get, okay, and if you don't think with skin, then let's just do makeup. Either one. What is your favorite makeup product or your favorite skincare?
When I talk about skincare, people listen to me. The best thing you could do for your skin is eat clean. Veggies, a lot of leaves, a lot of veggies, clean protein, no sugars, no gluten, and a lot of veggies, a lot of veggies. When it comes to skincare, I made a transition not long ago, well, like about 2 years ago, and I only use essential oils in my face.
Okay.
It worked like a charm. I mean, I've been so sensitive always. Everything irritates me. So essential oils for me, they've been a game changer. I usually use them with my Dermapen that I do at home.
Obsessed with that too. I have it too.
And it's like
I use an LED wand just to like make sure. Oh my gosh, I'm like skincare obsessed. Oh my life.
Yeah, 100%. And it goes another level when you use essential oils with the Dermapen, because the penetration is deeper, and they heal your face like a baby's butt. I mean, they're the best. So
I'm gonna it with an essential oil, because right now I just do like retinol. I wash it, dermaplane it, put retinol on, and then it's just like, it's just like. But I'm gonna try it with like maybe tea tree. I'll try an essential oil, and then I'm sure.
Something. It depends on what you need. Obviously, something that works for your skin. But oh my God, the doTERRA essential oils, they've like been a game changer for me. I love them, and I'm always talking about them now, because I used to kept quiet because I wanted to try something first on me. Mm-hmm. I love it and then share it, because it's very personal. And it's been, oh my God, it works on my sister, works on my mom, it works on me. I mean, we're all different skin types, different problems. So if I could give you an advice, eat clean, essential oils, dermapen, and you're good to go.
Maybe an LED. Have you? But I tell you, I highly recommend that. Have you done that? The LED light.
No, I haven't done it. And my friend that she's on the show, Karen Pava, she's like the guru of the, beauty and skincare stuff.
Yeah.
She has one, and I have to go pick it up. I'm gonna go get it.
Life changing. I swear. Like I almost had midlife crisis at 30, but I started seeing things probably that weren't there. But I was just like, I need everything to tighten, and I'm like, no. So it's, no. So it's game changing. It's like they give you the goggles. You just like do 10 minutes every day before after you derma. Boom. It's like
beautiful. Oh, you have beautiful skin, so I can tell.
Celery,
I can tell.
Celery juice. Celery
beautiful.
Juice. Thank you. I'm probably as obsessive as you, but maybe not as. But yeah, because I do love chocolate. I eat ice cream and chocolate.
Well, there you go. There you go. You can always look for options. There's great options.
Unreal. Have you tried Unreal?
Yes, and have you tried the Lily's chocolate?
No.
Oh my God. Go to Whole Foods and get it. Lily's.
Okay, Lily's.
Yes, it's the best. I always recommend it. And ice cream, I switched to goat milk ice cream. There's this brand that I get they only have it at Whole Foods for some reason, and it's called Lulu's, and it has like a little goat.
Okay.
They have vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. Oh my goodness gracious, that ice cream.
Oh my God. I normally do tofuti. It's vegan ice cream, but it's like the little like ice cream sandwiches, tofuti, and has like mint chocolate chip. But I'm gonna try the one. Lulu's?
Lulu's, yes. It's the only one in the market. I've never seen, well, at least at Whole Foods, it's the only one there. But the thing with goat milk, it's that we as humans can digest it much better because it's a smaller animal.
Yeah.
So when you're gonna love it. It has a little sugar in it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not light, but it's worth it.
Done. I love Whole Foods. It's like my second home. So I have 2 new products to pick up. Thank you so much, Alessandra. It was such an awesome pleasure, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you truly for doing this.
I love connecting with you, with your community. You have great vibe. On you and stay connected through this beautiful platform called Instagram.
Of course. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Good night.